Hello, welcome to Herrera on Hollywood. My name is Steven Herrera. We talk about Blu-rays and DVDs here, and occasionally we talk about retailers. Deep Discount is an online store that sells Blu-rays, DVDs, and other merchandise. I wanted to give you a quick rundown on the Blu-rays and DVDs I picked up during the Shark Madness sale in March 2025. First up is Angel 3, the final chapter, released on Blu-ray by Vinegar Syndrome. This is an action drama film. The aspect ratio is 1.85 to 1, so it will fill your screen if you have a widescreen television. Angel 3 is from 1988. It is sleazier and more outrageous than its predecessors. It's directed by Tom DeSimone. He directed Hell Night from 1981 and Reform School Girls from 1986. It's written by Robert Vincent O'Neill, Joseph Michael Calla, and Tom DeSimone. Angel 3 is the last official entry in the Angel franchise. While at an art gallery event, Molly accidentally takes a picture of a woman who looks familiar. She begins to suspect that the woman may be her mother who abandoned her 14 years ago. Following her trail, Molly travels to Los Angeles to confront the woman, who confesses to being her mother and tells her that she has a younger sister. The reunion is short-lived, as Molly's mother calls her to tell her that her sister is in danger. Shortly after making the phone call, Molly's mother is killed in a car bomb. It turns out her mother was involved in a drug smuggling racket. Molly must once again go undercover as Angel. This time, her mission is to find her sister and rescue her before she is sold into sex slavery. With the help of Spanky and Neil, Angel gets hired as a background actor in an adult film. Her co-workers on the film help her get introduced to Nadine, a woman who runs a high-end escort service. Molly attends a party hosted by Nadine in order to try to rescue her sister. But Molly finds herself in the center of a major crime syndicate with diabolical plans. The cast of Angel 3 is entirely different from the previous Angel films, and there are no returning characters. Molly Stewart / Angel is played by Mitzi Capture. Nadine is played by Maud Adams. And the film co-stars Richard Roundtree as Lieutenant Doniger. The cinematography is by Andy Sedaris' regular director of photography, Howard Wexler. The tagline is, "She's developed a taste for revenge." I like Angel 3 because Molly / Angel is more mature and more confident. She is determined to rescue her sister. I have the Angel Collection triple feature on DVD, but I've been wanting to upgrade Angel 3 to Blu-ray for a long time. I'm excited about watching it on Blu-ray and seeing the special features. Special features include an audio commentary with writer-director Tom DeSimone, moderated by David Dakota of RapidHeart.tv, stills gallery, and theatrical trailers for Angel, Avenging Angel, and Angel 3, the final chapter. So I'm looking forward to watching Angel 3 on Blu-ray. Next up is ICED from 1988, released on Blu-ray by Vinegar Syndrome. It's actually on Vinegar Syndrome's Degausser Video sublabel. Degausser Video releases genre films that were either shot on video or shot on film, but the film elements are believed to be lost or have been destroyed. This is a slasher horror movie. Aspect ratio is 1.33 to 1, which is standard screen. It is newly transferred and restored from the best surviving tape master. ICED was released on VHS in 1988 by Prism Entertainment. There has not been an official DVD release. This is the world Blu-ray premiere of ICED. Unlike other slasher films, which take place on college campuses or out in the woods, ICED takes place at a ski resort. The film was shot in Utah in the dead of winter, so it has an authentic feel. A group of friends go skiing. One of the friends dies when he falls from a cliff during a competition. Years later, they are all invited to the same ski resort by a stranger, but they are unaware that the stranger is seeking revenge and plans to murder them one by one. This film is directed by Jeff Quitney. I actually interviewed Jeff Quitney in one of my previous videos. The film is written by Joseph Allen Johnson, and he is one of the actors in the film. ICED co-stars Deborah DeLisso and Lisa Loring, who played Wednesday Addams in the Addams Family television series. The tagline is, "A downhill vacation becomes a nightmare of terror. Get off the hill before you get iced." I first watched ICED a couple of years ago on YouTube, so I'm excited about watching it on Blu-ray and seeing the special features. You get a lot of special features on this release, which is great. You get a commentary track with director Jeff Quitney and special features director Ewan Cant. You get a commentary track with The Hysteria Continues and author/film historian Amanda Reyes. Introduction to the film by director Jeff Quitney. Jeff Was Here, an interview with director Jeff Quitney. The best part of it, an interview with actor Ron Kolagi. On-camera film school, an interview with second assistant director Rodney Montague, and an image gallery. So I'm really looking forward to watching ICED on Blu-ray. Right behind ICED is A Nightmare on Elm Street from 1984, released on Blu-ray by Warner Brothers. This is a supernatural horror film. It's a slasher movie. It is in widescreen. The aspect ratio is 1.78 to 1. It's written and directed by Wes Craven. Teenager Nancy Thompson and her friends become targets of the spirit of a serial killer named Freddy Krueger. He kills his victims in their sleep. Nancy is played by Heather Langenkamp. Freddy Krueger is played by Robert Englund. Of course, Freddy Krueger is one of the most famous horror villains. And this is the feature film debut of actor Johnny Depp. I first saw A Nightmare on Elm Street on DVD many years ago. I'm excited about watching it on Blu-ray and seeing the special features. The special features include Ready Freddy focus points. See alternate takes and learn filmmaking secrets behind the nightmare by jumping to video highlights while watching the movie. 2 commentaries. The first one is with director Wes Craven, co-stars Heather Langenkamp and John Saxon, and cinematographer Jacques Heitgen. And the second is with Wes Craven, co-stars Robert Englund, Heather Langenkamp, and Ronnie Blakely, producer Robert Shea, and co-producer Sarah Reicher. You get alternate endings, 3 featurettes. The first one is The House That Freddy Built, The Legacy of New Line Horror. The second is Never Sleep Again, The Making of a Nightmare on Elm Street. And the third is Night Terrors, The Origins of Wes Craven's Nightmares. And finally, you get an interactive trivia track. So I'm looking forward to watching A Nightmare on Elm Street on Blu-ray disc. Next up is Fraternity Vacation from 1985 and Reform School Girls from 1986. This is a double feature DVD released by Image Entertainment. Fraternity Vacation is from 1985. It's a comedy. The aspect ratio is 1.78 to 1, so it is in widescreen. It's directed by James Frawley and written by Lindsay Harrison. Fraternity Men, Mother, Tim Robbins, and Joe, Cameron Dye, have their sights set on a sun-soaked bikini fest down Palm Springs way. They're just hoping that Wendell, Stephen Jeffries, the ultimate nerd whose father is paying for the trip, won't spoil the fun. Once in town, the guys run into a couple of rival frat rats and proceed to wager on who can score first with the luscious but indifferent Ashley, Sherry J. Wilson. And that's only the beginning of this outrageous and hilarious fraternity vacation. This film co-stars John Vernon as Chief Ferret and Barbara Crampton as Chrissy. I've never seen this movie. I was interested in it because Sherry J. Wilson is in it. She played Alex Cahill in the television series Walker, Texas Ranger, which I used to watch. The second film on this double feature DVD is Reform School Girls from 1986. It's a crime drama thriller. It's a women in prison film. It's also in widescreen. The aspect ratio is 1.78 to 1. It's directed by Tom DeSimone. He directed Hell Night from 1981 and Angel 3 from 1988, which we just talked about. It's written by Tom DeSimone, Daniel Arthur Ray, and Jack Cummins. They're sexy, they're beautiful, and they're bad. Bad enough to be locked up in Pridemore Juvenile Facility where there are no windows, no possibility of escape, and no hope. Voluptuous Jenny Williams, Linda Carroll, a young first-time offender, learns the hard way that the rules of the outside world don't apply at this reform school. Warden Sutter, Sybil Downing, rules with an iron fist. Ruthless dorm matron Edna, Pat Ast, dictates sadistic order, and Charlie, Wendy O. Williams, the unofficial head of the cell block, preys on the weak. Do Jenny and her group of friends stand a chance in such brutal surroundings? And can they even hope to escape to tell the horrible truth of Pridemore's atrocities? The answers lie in the action-packed conclusion of this cult classic favorite. I've never seen this film. I like Tom DeSimone's other films, so I wanted to see this one. There are no special features on this DVD. It's just the two films. But I am looking forward to seeing them. A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child, and Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. This is a 2-disc set. Each film is on a separate DVD, which is nice. The local libraries didn't have these movies, so I decided to buy this DVD set. A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child, is from 1989. It's a fantasy horror film. It is in widescreen. The aspect ratio is 1.78 to 1. It's directed by Stephen Hopkins. It's written by Wes Craven, John Skipp, and Craig Spector. Freddy Krueger, Robert Englund, returns to deliver a whole new breed of terror in his most fiendishly perverse fright fest yet. Unable to overpower Alice, the Dream Master, Lisa Wilcox, who vanquished him in A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Freddy haunts the innocent dreams of her unborn child and preys upon her friends with sheer horror. Will the child be saved from becoming Freddy's newest weapon, or will the maniac again resurrect his legacy of evil? I remember seeing parts of this film on television when I was a kid. I'm looking forward to watching the whole movie on this DVD. The original theatrical trailer is the only special feature. Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare is from 1991. It's a fantasy horror film. It is in widescreen. The aspect ratio is 1.78 to 1. It's directed by Rachel Talalay. It's written by Wes Craven, Rachel Talalay, and Michael DeLuca. Just when you thought it was safe to go to sleep, Freddy Krueger, Robert Englund, is back to haunt your dreams and freeze your blood. Maggie Burroughs, Lisa Zane, is a child psychologist tormented by recurring nightmares. But not until she meets a new patient with the same horrific dreams does her quest for answers lead to a certain house on Elm Street, where an evil that defies the grave is about to be unleashed upon the world. Robert Englund reprises his role as Freddy Krueger. Freddy's father is played by Alice Cooper without his usual Alice Cooper look. I've never seen Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare, but it sounds interesting. Once again, the original theatrical trailer is the only special feature. Looking forward to watching this double feature DVD. And finally, Slave Girls from Beyond Infinity from 1987. Released on DVD by Full Moon Features. This is an action-adventure, comedy, horror, sci-fi thriller. It's a B-movie. It is in 16:9 widescreen. It's directed by Ken Dixon, and it's written by Ken Dixon and Richard Connell. This is a cult favorite, and this is a digitally remastered edition on DVD. In the distant future, two beautiful young slaves are serving life on a prison galley. It's a no-win situation. With hopes and no map, they escape, convinced that any fate will be an improvement. But what do slave girls know? Crash-landed on a strange planet, they meet Zed, greatest hunter in the cosmos. His gracious hospitality fools them at first, but even these girls notice that Zed's other guests are disappearing one by one. What is the deadly secret locked behind the doors of Zed's trophy room? Sherlock Holmes never wore outfits like the slave girls from Beyond Infinity. The tagline is, "Big movie, big production, big girls." Daria is played by Elizabeth Caton. Tissa is played by Cindy Beale. I watched this movie on YouTube many years ago. I'm excited to watch this remastered edition on DVD. The back of the box does not mention any special features, but I'm looking forward to watching this. I will post separate videos for each of these titles, so stay tuned for those. If you like what I'm doing here, please post a comment and subscribe. Until next time, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and talk to you soon. Bye.